Hello everyone. So today our topic is multicultural curriculum and instruction. This chapter 5 is by Ford. So if you read the 2011 edition, the second edition, you should look at chapter 6 and chapter 7. Okay, let's go. First, we will talk about multicultural curriculum. Ford thinks that curriculum is different from instruction. Curriculum refers to the content we teach students. So why should we choose multicultural curriculum? The two studies review that many underachievement of gifted Black students are caused by the irrelevant content because they didn't feel interested in the content. The content didn't reflect their own culture. So what's the current bias in the curriculum now? You can look at some examples. Negative representations means the bad comments for different cultural groups, stereotyping, some just omissions of the culture in the curriculum. Sometimes you can see some like Martin Luther King that content to reflect their own culture, but it's very superficial one and didn't reflect their contemporary their heroes and culture. Superior inferior roles means that they will say white people are superior or the black people or other cultures people are inferior. So this all reflected in the current curriculum. Minimalization means that they mentioned the culture of from other groups, but they try to minimize it. They not have the equal status with the white people. Okay, if you are interested, you can check them one by one. Okay, next. So we have the current bias in our curriculum. What should we do to eliminate this bias? Okay, some suggestions include we should address prejudice in a more obvious way. Deals with generalizations of various stereotypes. We should build a sense of community. And through the curriculum, we should increase their self-understanding, pride of their own culture, and increase the empathy for other cultures. This is especially for white students. They should increase empathy for other cultures. Okay, besides this, we should select a high-quality multicultural literature. That means most of the curriculum for example, language arts are literature-based, but most of the literature are written by white people. So if we are to increase the interest of the Black students, we should also use more literature written by their own people. The other thing is the STEM areas like math, technology, science. These are also important for change to be culturally responsive. Although they also have said their main focus to make their lessons more culturally responsive is in the language arts, the science. The science may bit is also important for change, but the main focus is on the fine arts. So we have a synthesized here multicultural gifted curriculum. You can see from the picture on the left is Bloom's taxonomy of the knowledge of teaching. Learning process include comprehension knowledge, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. And so banks to make the lessons more culturally responsive, he recommends 4 approaches, including contributions, additive, transformation, and social action. So we just take the knowledge level, for example. You were only to teach knowledge. So for contributions, the teacher teach cultural artifacts, events, groups. For example, for this for African American culture. Additive is for the concepts, themes about the cultural groups. And then transformation, they try to understand, for example, the cultural artifacts and the concepts about their own culture from different perspectives. That's also include that white students, all the students should understand them from different perspectives. So and the last step is social action. Students should make recommendations for action. For example, if they find slavery is not good, and after they have learned what's the causes for the slavery, they should make some recommendations that to how to prevent the slavery in the future. Okay, this is a sample lesson, which is literature based. Our theme is different fairy tales. The Little Red Riding Hood. Actually, for fairy tales, there are many different versions. For example, for this fairy tale, we have the traditional version and we have the Chinese version by Yang, written in 1989. So for this sample lesson, if we want to make it more culturally responsive, the curriculum, we should focus on the purpose. The key questions include purpose of fairy tale, main idea of each version, the how these each versions are different from each other. Why they are different? You may think about the reasons that because, for example, in Chinese version, there are three daughters in the story. That may mean cooperation, and their mother visits their grandmother and left the children at home. That may mean that culture may think that it's not safe for a little girl to visit her grandmother alone, so they just change the plot. So you can explore other fairy tales using these multicultural perspectives. Okay, let's move on to multicultural instruction. So when we talk about instruction, it means teaching, instruction, and pedagogy. So it's the action of teaching. It's the teaching strategies, teaching process. So first we will see the different teaching styles. The traditional style is teacher-centered. That is, teacher talks and student listens. Then the other one is student-centered. That is the students is the focus of the classroom. They explore the materials themselves and express interest. And the teacher can be regarded as a source of learning, and most of them they can have the cooperating between classmates. So, how to make a teaching more more differentiated to meet the needs of different students. This is the framework is proposed by Tomlinson. So the 7 aspects: needs-based, ongoing assessment. We should have multiple options for studying. Also, different students may have different pacing, and we should give respectful tasks that is meaningful and related to the own culture. And we should have various instructional strategies, and also last, flexible grouping. So then we focus on the learning styles of the students. Okay, the study by Deng He has the framework to propose 5 major stimuli that includes environmental, emotional, sociological, physical, psychological. So for each of the type you can find, you can also examine yourself. For example, some people just like to study in a quiet environment. They want to study alone. They have the need for drink. So this can reflect different learning styles. we can check the picture for the preferred learning styles for racially different groups. So they are more concrete thinkers versus what are abstract thinkers in white students, and they are more inductive. They are field-independent learners and contextual and situation learners. Okay, next we can check multicultural instruction, the view by Gardner about the multiple intelligence. Like the people may have verbal linguistic intelligence, mathematical intelligence, visual spatial intelligence, or naturalist or existential intelligence. So we can see that for racially and culturally different students, they may have more musical and spatial intelligence. So teachers can have different teaching strategies for them. Okay, this instruction, this sample strategies, especially for African Americans, based on their unique characteristics. So Black students tend to have styles of spirituality, harmony, affect, movement, oral tradition, for example, music and dance. So teachers can apply different strategies. For example, seminars, discussions, dialogues, oral presentations. So if we apply more oral presentations and discussions instead of the traditional lectures, we can change the situation of underachievement of these Black students. Okay, these are two questions for discussion. The first question is, you should examine one lesson that you have taught and analyze how you can apply multicultural perspective using one or more banks for portrait studies, contributions, attitude transformation, and social action. The second is reflect on learning styles of two groups or two students in your class and discuss about the strategies you may use to differentiate your teaching. Thank you.